Jelmer here. In this video I'm gonna make a chicken trap. I'm gonna use an old piece of 2x4 from the old gate. I'm gonna make a connection using Rietveld connections. I'll use chicken mesh wire and old scrap pieces of wood.
Okay, Ticker, toe. Get it.
So I took the measurements earlier, so this cage is gonna be 40 centimeters by 60 centimeters by 35 centimeters. Which means of each length I'm gonna cut 4 pieces. So that's what I will try to cut out of this old piece of 2x4, and I will try to make this into square pieces of wood. So I'm surprised I can fit all of these exactly in this old length of 2x4. But the only but is that the last piece is gonna be until here. So this old bolt, it needs to come out, and you can see like it's totally rusted. So this took about 8 years to get so rusted. So it goes to show like how rough this climate here is. So I'm just gonna pong it a few times and see if that does anything. Okay, so it kind of went double. Pretty strong still actually, but okay, it broke. That makes it easier. So that came out pretty easily. So next I will double check the thickness of the 2x4, and I think I can use one of the old markings that I have. So I'm gonna expose the blade, and so I have the blade flush against the wood, and you can see that this marking right here is the thickness of the 2x4. So that's what I'm going to use as a guide when cutting it lengthwise. So next up I'll just make the proper markings using the carpenter square. It's really not necessary because it's still attached at the end, but just for the idea, you know. So I'll make the cut using my signature move. So I'll put this carpenter square here as a guide, and that should make the cut nice and easy. This was the last piece that held it all in place, so that's why this is also the last piece that I will cut off, and then I will have a whole stack of wood that's perfectly cut to size. So over here, this is the stack of wood. So this is 35, 40 and 60 centimeters. So I'll start by doing the 60 and the 35. So I'll just take one of these. So it has been a minute since I put this together. So I'll just start here. And since it's really old wood, I'm gonna pre-drill everything. First up, I'm gonna see if I have some old screws. If not, I'm just gonna use new screws for it. I do not have enough old screws, so I'll just use the new ones. And I think you can see it like this. 3 inches is the perfect length. It will go all the way in, so that's exactly how I want it. Now I'm just gonna do one screw on each side. And because there's gonna be another piece going down here, it's gonna be firm enough. Now originally Rietveld connection is with glue. I personally prefer the versatility of using screws, so that's why I use screws in all of my projects. I'm not sure why the driver is struggling so much, because I pre-drilled the wood, but I guess it is what it is. Okay. Now next I'll repeat this. So this is the beauty of the Rietveld connection. Like you add a third piece of wood here, and this is gonna give rigidity. And I personally also like the design. It's just extremely simple. Now, since I think this is gonna be the bottom of the cage, I'm gonna adjust the design already a little bit. Because I have these old pieces of wood that I want to use for the base. So I'll just go ahead and cut this off to the right length, which is gonna be 40 centimeters. And then I can use this instead of this piece here. So these pieces are just old pieces of pellet wood that I used in the garden, and I treated it with linseed oil, and it has been years literally, and so I think this is perfect for the bottom of a chicken trap. I'll just cut this off one by one. "13 centimeters. So I'll mark 13. Well, both sides look pretty much the same. So just randomly do it here. So I'll just mark a lot of 13s. Use one of the other pieces as the guide. Okay, this side seems more straight. Now, and since this is a long piece, I'm just gonna freestyle it. An exact fit, so this is how I want it. So next up, this will take some time. I do not have enough of the right length screws. I'll have to resort to using old screws from this box with leftover pieces. So this seems to be about the right length. My workmate is too small, I have to continue on the ground. Now that the bottom is attached, I'm just gonna continue doing the top side. In the original design, like there's gonna be a piece here, but if I look at it, it already has like a lot of rigidity, and it's just a trap. I mean, it doesn't need to be over-engineered. So I'm just gonna continue with something for the slide that can go here, so it can close pretty easily. I have a lot of these old pieces of wood, so I'm just gonna adjust the design. I have a lot of these pieces of wood, so I'm just gonna put this here and trace it around so it can go here in front, and then in the between I can make like a door that can fall down. I think that it makes sense. Alright, I'll just cut these extra pieces to size using the jigsaw. I'll put the back pieces in place first, so I'll slightly drill it. So the idea is that it is like a short piece that's sticking in between here, and then the rest is gonna be like the width coming down here. Yeah, if it's a whole piece of wood, it's gonna be too big. Okay, so I'll make it like slightly higher than this piece of wood, so it's easy to pull out, and like this it will rest here as well. So I think these two pieces should be enough, and I can just cut it like where it starts to get bad, so it makes it even easier as well. So next I want to try to get the wood to go on top like this, but it's a bit risky because this wood is pretty thin, it's pretty dry, and it already has like some parts splitting, so I'll have to see how it goes. I'm gonna try it still, because it's cheap wood and I have a ton of it. So I'll be closing in the gate. I'll put pieces of wood here and also on this side. I'm a bit short on screws, so that's why I took out the other screw and just used one to put everything in place. So this, I hope this is gonna work. So what I'm gonna do as the final touch, I will drill a big hole here, so this bolt can go through. Ideally I would like it to be like a big nail, but I don't have any laying around, so this will have to do for now. I always start with a small hole first. Today I thought like, well, you know, let me just skip it and go straight through the big one, but it immediately starts sliding down, so I'll have to work my way up. So I'll start with the small drills and then take a bigger size after that. So this goes here, piece of rope is attached here, chicken goes inside to eat the food. Rope is pulled. Huh, and it sticks. So it needs to be a smooth object. It has to be. Okay, final step is to add some chicken coop wire. So yeah, this really is the final step of attaching the chicken coop wire. So I use like these special nails to attach this. I do not know the name in English, just like this. Alright, this is as far as I will reach today. It is closed, but I'm not satisfied with the way the chicken mesh wire is around it, because there's a lot of sharp edges. So I will have to go back to this at a later date, but right now I just don't see how to continue. So that's why I'm gonna finish for today. I'm gonna clean up, and then the next time I will probably go back to this. Alright, so it has been a week and I've been able to try out the chicken trap a couple of times, and actually I caught some chickens, so that's really cool. I just need to improve on it this week. I need to cover some of the chicken wire metal because the piece is sticking out, so that's not safe for the boys, and also I want to make a handle. So let me show you the plan for today. Let me show you a little bit like what I mean, because like here you can see like the pieces of metal, they're sticking out, and that's dangerous. Yeah, for the kids mostly, but also some of the pieces were sticking out inside, because all these spots here on the wood, that's actually blood from a big rooster that was going completely wild when we caught it. Yeah, it was unfortunate. I couldn't do anything about it because yeah, it just had to go, so it was a little bit bloody. So I want to avoid it. I want to make it safe both for our boys and also for the chickens that we're gonna catch. Now I'm also gonna make a handle, so the idea is to make a piece of wood across here, and I have it laid out on my toolbox, so let me show you that. So I thought I had like an old handle still, but it turned out not to be the case. I'm gonna make the most of what I have. So this white piece of wood, this is actually something I got last week, and that spans the width of the chicken trap. I also had a round piece of wood left over from another project, and I found yeah, a short piece of wood with the same approximate dimensions as this white piece. So this is the idea. I'm just gonna use this round piece as the handle. I'll drill a big hole in this one, and then afterwards I will use the bolt to connect everything together. So I want it to line up in the middle, so I'll first measure this one. I remember it was 40, but so I'll mark it at the 20 right here. And I'm also gonna measure the length of this round piece. So this is 15.5, so 7.8 approximately. Yeah, it should go in most of the way. I don't want it all the way in, because then the part where you can hold it, it becomes really small. So I think if I have it like this, it should be pretty okay. So mark this as well. Now next up I'll use these bolts, and I don't want it to stick out too much at the bottom. So I'll mark this as the length, and I want the handle to be as high as possible, because then you have like a space for your hand to hold. So if it's approximately here, that's gonna be fine. So just gonna turn it around like so. Oh, it's a little bit damaged on this side. That side is not flat. Yeah. I will have to make the most of it. So I'll put it like so. Trace the outside. And then I'll just mark the middle here. Okay. Now I'm gonna measure the hole as well for the second piece. So I'll just measure this length and repeat it today. So that's 6.25. So 12 and a half. It's approximately here. I'm gonna use my carpenter square to make the lines just a bit more straight. Okay, well, they're not exactly in the same spot, but since it's something for outside, I'm just gonna be like, well, I guess that's what it is. It's just a chicken trap. But you know, if I was making something for in the house, I wouldn't have used this piece of wood, because with this piece that was chipped out here, that's what makes it hard to cut in the right spot. So yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, how shall I start? This one seems too small. I think I will start with 3/4 and see how that goes. Now I have to freestyle it because the piece of wood is very short and I have it clamped in so I can cut easily. So there's always a trade-off. So this is it this time. Okay, I'll attach the two pieces of wood to the handle. Okay. Nah, it ain't perfect, but it's easy to hold. I like it more than one of those small metal handles because the chicken trap, it's quite heavy, and like this it just makes it a little bit easier to hold. Okay, so marked both middles here, so I'll just position it here, and I will need to drill the holes going straight down. So I'll start again with the small size drill and then build it up. Let's double check. Yeah, it's a bit tight, but that will work just fine. So I'll continue drilling these holes in the piece of wood. Change gears. Prima. Okay, so just need to put on the nuts, and this is a decent handle. Okay, cool. Okay, so next up I'm gonna see where it balances, and then that's where I will attach the handle, because this is the middle, but if I hold it up here, you can see it leans forward, because yeah, this side here with the closure, it's much heavier than the rest. So I think here, or maybe even here, that's a good spot. Just put it here. Now, one thing I want to change first is that this wood is sticking over, so I want to cut it off a little bit, you know, just for safety reasons. Since the chicken coop is like not keeping the handle in place, I'm just gonna drill this one first, one time on both sides, and then I have the beginning here, and then I'll just do it separately. Okay, prima. Some more knots. And I got a lot of these old strips from the gate, so I can use that to press down the chicken coop wire fence stuff. And that's gonna cover all the sharp parts, so that it's okay if the boys are running free and they go near it. I don't need to worry that they will hurt themselves. I think that's it. It's better than it was. I like the handle. It's exactly positioned right, so I lift it. It's balanced. It's big enough to hold it firmly, and yeah, if you hold it here, the chances of the chickens picking at you, it's like not existing. So, and with these scrap pieces of thin wood, it really covers the yeah, the most pieces of metal that are sticking out. To the back, it's a little gnarly still, but yeah, it's definitely better than it used to be. So I think I will leave it at this. And this part here, it's still not how I would like it to be, but yeah, it will just take a ton of time to fix it, and yeah. Let's just say it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Cat food. Chickens like cat food, and my cat also starts making noise now, so I guess it's hungry. Let's see what I'm gonna catch, a cat or a chicken. Maybe. I guess I made a dog trap after all. Oh, that's chicken trap, a dog trap.
Oké, tikken. Toe. Get it one.
Yes! Yes! Ja, goed zo. Goed zo. Hey, tikken. High five, jongen. Ja, goed zo. Oké, dat is echt super cool. Alright, so we're in the middle of nowhere and Tik is gonna let go of the rooster. Open it, Tikke. Oh. Keep it open. Come on. Yeah. Bye bye, rooster. Bye bye. So over here, no one will be bothered by them. So this is the right spot for them.